Far away in the vast sky, there was a tiny star named Luma. She was smaller than all the other stars and often hid behind clouds because she felt shy. The big stars in the sky would shine brightly and tell stories of how they lit up the dark world below. Luma dreamed of being just like them one day, but the other stars teased her, saying, "You're too small to make a difference." Luma always felt sad when she heard those words, but deep in her heart, she believed that even small stars had a purpose. She just didn't know what hers was yet. One evening, something strange happened. A thick blanket of clouds covered the entire sky. The big stars tried their best to shine through, but the clouds were too heavy. The world below became dark and silent. People looked up, wondering where the stars had gone. Down on Earth, a little girl named Hannah sat by her window. She loved stargazing every night, but tonight the sky was empty. She sighed, feeling lonely. "I wish at least one star would shine for me," she whispered. Luma heard Hannah's wish. She peeked through a tiny gap in the clouds and saw the sad little girl. Luma's heart filled with courage. She decided to do something brave. "I may be small, but I'll try my best," Luma thought. She began to wiggle and twist, trying to shine through the thick clouds. At first, her light was faint. The other stars laughed. "What can you do? You're just a tiny star," they mocked. But Luma ignored them. She kept pushing harder, her tiny light growing stronger. "I will make her smile," Luma promised herself. The clouds were stubborn, refusing to let any light pass. Luma didn't give up. She remembered what her grandmother star had once told her. Even the smallest light can guide someone in the dark. Finally, after hours of effort, a soft glow broke through the clouds. It wasn't as bright as the other stars, but it was enough to catch Hannah's attention. She looked up and gasped. "Look, Mama, a star. It's so small, but it's shining just for me," Hannah exclaimed with joy. Her face lit up with happiness. Luma saw Hannah's smile and felt a warmth she had never felt before. For the first time, she realized that her size didn't matter. What mattered was her heart and determination. But the night wasn't over. The wind picked up, and the clouds grew darker. Thunder rumbled in the distance, and rain began to fall. The big stars completely disappeared, leaving only Luma in the sky. "Luma, come back," the other stars called. "It's too dangerous for you. The storm will put out your light." But Luma shook her tiny glow. "I can't leave now. Hannah is counting on me." Luma braved the rain, the wind, and the thunder. She flickered for a moment, feeling tired, but then she remembered Hannah's smiling face. That memory gave her strength. As Luma shone through the storm, something amazing happened. Travelers on the road saw her light and found their way home. A fisherman lost at sea spotted her glow and steered his boat back to safety. A little boy who was scared of the thunder looked at her and felt brave. Though small, Luma's light was making a big difference. The other stars watched in silence, realizing how wrong they had been. As the storm began to calm, Hannah closed her eyes and made a wish. "I wish the little star could stay in the sky forever and never feel lonely," she whispered. Luma felt Hannah's wish in her heart. She knew now that she wasn't just a tiny star. She was Hannah's star, and she had found her purpose: to bring light to those who needed it most. When the morning sun rose, the clouds vanished, and the big stars returned. They surrounded Luma and apologized. "We were wrong to tease you," they said. "You showed us that even the smallest star can shine the brightest when it matters most." From that day on, Luma stopped hiding behind the clouds. She shone proudly every night, no matter how small she was. And down on Earth, Hannah would look up at the sky and wave to her special star, knowing it was shining just for her. The story of the brave little star spread far and wide, teaching everyone an important lesson. It doesn't matter how big or small you are. What matters is the courage in your heart and the light you share with the world. And now I have a question for you. What lesson did the big stars learn from Luma? I would love to hear your answer.